Hi friends, it's Nathan, a third-year pharmacy student studying at the University of Waterloo. Welcome to channel, welcome back to our channel. We have officially made it to the final week of classes, which means deadlines. All the final projects are due, and specifically I have 2 that are due on Tuesday. It's currently Saturday, and I have not started either of them. So that's great. Today is gonna be a very productive day because we have to. And if you guys need some study motivation, if you need some cozy vibes, I'm gonna be going to a coffee shop in a bit. But this is just for all of us procrastinators that need to get those final projects done. Let's do it. As you can see, I'm back home, so let's see what my parents have cooked for breakfast. Yes, we have bacon. BLT without the lettuce. How do we all feel about mayo? Because I know it's a controversial topic. I personally love mayo. And my secret trick for adding more flavor to the mayo is sriracha. So it becomes sriracha mayo. I'm about to head to the coffee shop, but I wanted to do a camera quality check because I'm actually filming on my new iPhone 15. And you guys can't tell how dark it is actually, but it's super cloudy and it's pulling in a lot of light. So I think it's doing its job. I also got a bunch of accessories in my case from Spec, and that has been really helpful for vlogging and also just convenient in my daily use. So yeah. Okay, we need coffee because I'm tired. Okay, let's head to the coffee shop. Oh my god, it is so cold today, and what holiday drink should I get? I have my drink here, and look how cute this green heart is. I don't know if this is a holiday thing or if it's just my location that's doing it, but it's just kind of made my day. I'm gonna let you guys guess what I had got in the comments. Put in your guesses. Good? Okay. So I got a venti gingerbread oat chai latte with a shot of espresso, extra hot. And so it's a dirty chai. I needed a little bit more caffeine in my system, and I always get extra hot because I feel like they don't steam the milk enough and it just allows me to enjoy it longer. So that's my drink. Let me know what your drink of choice is this holiday time. I actually got the best spot here in the location. Like, I have a full rectangular desk, not one of those small circular ones. I'm right by the window. Fortunately, I am underneath a speaker, so I don't know how good the quality of sound is gonna be. I play to like a voiceover or maybe like edit the audio. I also want to say that they asked me to be my blogger, and then I was like, yeah, and then they kind of like chuckled and smiled. So now we're just gonna get started with work, and I'm gonna make my to-do list. Clearly there's a lot to get done, but I like to compartmentalize my studying, and so during my time here at the coffee shop, I'm going to focus on my substance use disorders class. Now, we are tasked with writing a 4-page reflection paper based on our discussion posts. They want us to see if there's any themes that we've been covering throughout, how our opinions have changed, attitudes. Do I notice anything specific in my replies? Let's do it. I'm gonna look through all my discussion posts that I've written, and I need to find 3 of my best initial posts and 3 of my replies, and then we'll go from there. This was definitely one of my best posts. I even put in a real life news example, which was like kind of a flex. I did my own research. As I'm going through these discussion posts, I'm noticing that there were some that I missed, like I just didn't comment on them or I didn't reply to them, and I'm not the only one because I see some students that literally are posting on month-old discussion posts last week. I realized something. The reason why I have so many missing replies is because I'm always the first one to post on the thread. If I have the initial post and no one else has posted yet, there's nothing for me to reply to, so it's not my fault. I love working in a coffee shop, but the one thing I'm iffy about is the tables are often kind of dirty. And so usually I would like disinfect my iPhone, but then because I actually have this case that has microban antimicrobial product protection, I don't have to, so it just stays clean. We are heading for lunch now, and we're probably eating one of my favorite cuisines, which is Hong Kong style cafe food. And it's like noodles and rice, and there's milk tea. Ooh, so good. So here we have halpa noodles with beef and vegetables. This is fried vermicelli, and you can see it actually is crisped up into almost like a biscuit, and with bitter melon and ribs. And then this is halpa noodle with beef brisket. And this is the famous Hong Kong milk tea with coffee. I am back home, and I actually got a lot of progress made in the last 45 minutes at the coffee shop. It was one of those aha moments where everything was just starting to make sense. I was seeing the creative vision, and I figured out a way to organize my meta-analysis really strategically. And I feel like once you have your organization planning structure down, you're good to rock and roll. I didn't get a chance to explain it during the session because it was just getting too loud, and I don't go to coffee shops very often, but I feel like volume and noise is a common part of the ambiance. I don't know if I love it, but let me explain to you. So there's 4 sections that I'm going to break it into, and each section is focused on... Yikes, not me dropping my phone, but thank God for my cases Armor Cloud technology. Honestly, the cases from Spec are so high quality, and clearly I'm a klutz. If you guys are looking for new cases or phone accessories, check Spec out. I will link them below. They have so many options for a variety of different phones, and you can use my code Nathan15 for 15% off. If you guys are getting a new phone for the holidays, you want wish list items, gift ideas, a really good option. But let me show you what I got done now. These are the 8 questions I need to answer in my meta-analysis, and you can actually separate them into specific categories, and that's what I did. So here we have what I've done so far. We have the first section, which is common topics and themes, around 2 paragraphs, and then I'm working on changes in perspectives, and I anticipate this to be around like 3 paragraphs. I want to explain a little bit more about what I've been writing about. I definitely noticed that there is a very conservative approach in a lot of my discussion posts. As a healthcare professional, I'd rather be safe than sorry, and if I don't know everything about a certain medication or a drug, for example, if we're talking about e-cigarettes, we don't have any long-term data on that. And because we don't have that information, I don't want to recommend something to a patient and then later research shows that it actually is not reversible. So I tend to take a more conservative approach in my practice, and that's what I've highlighted. I also talk about how that I've become more empathetic throughout the term. In the very beginning, a lot of my interactions were very practical and maybe on the colder side, but as we move on, I definitely take more heart into my responses, making sure that the patient has shared decision making and all that kind of stuff. So those are just the 2 things that I've been talking about, and I think they're really gonna like that because they want to see changes and how that impacts clinical practice, and really this is what it is. We're officially 50% done, 4 paragraphs out of the 8 completed, and we're now moving on to the topic of important ideas. Last paragraph. Also, I ended up writing 5 sections instead of 4 sections, and in my value of weekly posting section, I talked about the openness and welcoming of ideas from peers and how that can influence our clinical practice. It was so good. I looped in how we're able to reflect on us being a self-regulated profession and how our own individual experiences impacts how we provide patient care. Oh my God, it's so good, guys. And then sometimes I realize my actual love for writing. I do really well whenever it comes to writing papers and essays. And you guys probably know that I got a 99% in grade 12 English. I've gotten 100 on essays before, and doing these little tasks really remind me of my love for it. Sometimes I think, what if I pursued like something in the arts or literature or whatever, but It is what it is. I do really enjoy writing though. Okay, last paragraph. Let's go. We are done. We are sitting at 2,000 words, 7 pages. I'm gonna read through it one more time just to make sure there's no spelling errors and grammar issues. But after that, we'll hit submit. Make sure you're always using Grammarly so you don't lose marks on those silly mistakes. Let's add in the document now. After a long day, let's hit submit. And we're done. I feel good. I have been known on this channel to complete essays in 4 hours and submit things at 11:59. And getting something done 3 days before the deadline is a really good feeling. Probably doesn't feel as good because I know that I still have another assignment and a quiz on Tuesday. Then I have my final exam starting on Friday. And the more I think about it, the more stress I get. So we're just gonna roll it as we go, but that also means the College Finals Week series is returning for its last hurrah because this is my last academic semester before I move on to clinical rotations, and I'm gonna have a whole announcement about that beginning of January. Stay tuned for that. We're near. We're so near to the end of the finish line. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a like. Let me know in the comments how many exams you have this semester. If you want to see more study vlogs, study advice, again, the clinical rotation vlogs are coming very, very soon. So just a little sneak peek to that. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new video. And if you want to see more of my day-to-day life as a student, as well as my upcoming travels, because I'm going to a few very special destinations in January, and I want you guys to follow along the journey. So make sure you follow me on Instagram at Nathan.Wu. I'm also on TikTok at It's NathanWu. You'll see everything about my trips there. But that's it for me, and I'll see you friends in the next video. Bye!